Talking to you, baby. I just get carried away. You blow my mind. I just get carried away. Talking to you, baby. I just get carried away. You blow my mind.
Wow. What did we just watch, guys? What did we just watch? We went out there to the Stadio Olimpico and showed Lazio levels. As the Simpsons meme would say, stop, stop, he's already dead. He's already dead. We just kept going. We just kept pouring more insult to injury on Lazio. After it wasn't even a good, first 25, 30 minutes really of Inter. We were sleepwalking. And then we end up, I could never imagine if you showed me those first 30 minutes and you told me that this Inter team would have won 5-6-0, I would have never believed you. I would have never believed you. I wouldn't even believe you before the game that we would have won this game 6-0. But wow, that is a statement of champions, guys. That is Inter today telling people, okay, Atalanta playing beautiful football, Gasperini, we respect you. We respect you. Napoli, speaking of Napoli, Napoli talking house as well. Shouts out to him. Napoli, Conte, great stuff. Great defending, all good stuff. But Inter, we are the Campioni d'Italia. We are the champions of Italy. Put some respect on our name and put some 3 points on the table. Put some W's on the table, and now we go within again 3 points of. It used to be Napoli, now it's Atalanta, 3 points of Atalanta. We still have that game in hand that we have to catch up with in the Fiorentina game. But this is the Inter we wanted to see. Aside from the first 30 minutes, this is ruthless, just efficient, limone ball, whatever you want to call it. This is the Inter that we wanted to see. This is the way to bounce back from that Leverkusen match. That is the way to bounce back from that Leverkusen match. And yes, Adam, I had to change the thumbnail twice. First to make it to 5-0, and I was like, there's no way we're scoring another one, right? And then Thuram ends up and scores again, so I had to change it once again. But anyway, there's 81 people here right now. You guys know what to do. You guys be like Hakan. You guys be like Dimarco, Dumfries, Thuram. Who else scored? We scored so many goals. I forgot who scored. Augusto. Oh, even Carlos Augusto got into the goal scoring. And today, everyone's eating today. Everyone was getting fed, apart from Lautaro. Even in the game where everyone's eating, even today, Lautaro couldn't eat. But steps in the right direction again from Lauti. Anyway, as I said, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, we'll go through. I'll try to do as many as I can, of course, but I won't be on for that long today. I know I always say that, but I do need to try keep this post-match reaction today to half an hour if I can. And yeah, that was the key today. We survived the first 35 minutes, and then after that, it was all Inter. It was complete domination. Beautiful. I had to fight for my stream for like 20 minutes, and it was worth it. Yeah, that's good, Christian. You missed the first 20 minutes. Don't worry. Don't try and go watch those back, because you did not miss anything. Just tune in after those. Even the 20 minutes, I would have tuned in after half an hour. Mattia coming in with a beautiful stat to back up how important and beautiful this win is. Lazio didn't lose at home this season. We served them with the biggest home L in their history. Wow, what a stat. And I think Patrick Kendrick, the commentator, was saying this is Inter's biggest win, since Hellas Verona away. Bentegodi, Hellas Verona, that's different. But this, Lazio away, the Lazio that is in this form, that's completely different. That is different. That's different gravy, as they would say here in England. You know what I mean? Different gravy, lad. Different gravy. I mean, look at Lazio's form here. They've been on a tear recently. Some of their guys, coming into this game, Nuno Tavares, tearing up Serie A this year. But when he came up against Denzel King Dumfries, he had nothing to say. Noslin was in good form, Zaccagni in good form, Isaacson, even Pedro, but they did not have an answer to any of Inter's questions today. Inter's questions slapped them in the face today. Sharif in the house. Tuku. We didn't see Tuku on the pitch. I was surprised not to see Tuku on the pitch as well. That was a surprise in the end. Oh, look at who we got in the house. Antonio.
Bro, it's only because the stars have aligned. I'm with Richard, Walking Vince. We won 6-0, and I get to travel to your motherland tomorrow. So the two stars have aligned, bro. We're off to India in like 18 hours.
Look at that, 6-0, and my brother is flying off to India tomorrow, man. You're gonna have an amazing time, brother. You're gonna have an amazing time. Get your belly ready. Get your stomach ready.
Yeah, bro. Lining it with some probiotics starting today, and we will be sweet, bro. But yeah, man, 6 goals in the nation's capital. Everybody just coming up big. What did you think?
Bro, that first half an hour, I don't know if you watched the first half an hour, it was stinky as hell. But then afterwards, we just turned on the style.
The first half an hour is the only half an hour I was getting. And then I got up to take a shower, and they must have got the memo, and they're like, all right, Anthony's pissed off. Now we've chosen violence. Let's go.
Yeah, your connection's a bit Indian at the moment today, but
all good. I just wanted to say hi anyway, bro. So I'll see you later. I'll speak to you soon.
What about the Barella rocket? Tell us about that, then you can go.
The Barella goal was everything I needed at that moment, bro. He's the best. I honestly feel as though he's one of our best players of the last few years, and I know I've got a little bit of Barella bias in me, but this guy, man, since he had that bambino, that hairline that he's got is just, what's the opposite of receding? Proceeding.
Yeah,
I've got to go.
Proceeding, procreating.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Bro, I'll talk to you later. Enjoy the live stream. Big up.
Ciao, bro.
Ciao.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. We're getting today's result has got even the guests coming in, Anto. We haven't linked up in a while with Anto, so definitely we'll try to, once he comes back from India, we need to link up properly. But wow, that is how we're feeling at the moment. Top offense, third defense, 40 out of 15. Hashtag Limone Ball. Thank you, Eduardo, for the donation. What did you mean, the 40 out of 15? The goal difference. Yeah. So 40 scored, 15 conceded. Yeah. The defending is getting better today. Another clean sheet. That's important to point out, by the way, guys. Just because we scored 5 goals, these are the type of games where at the end of the game, just lackadaisical, you concede a goal. But no, I like the fact that we stayed on even with the substitutions. We made it all, as usual. We made all the substitutions. And we didn't really give Lazio any chance. How did we end the defense? The defense ended with Darmian, Carlos Augusto, and De Vrij. And we ended up with a clean sheet at the end. And we are climbing up the rankings of the defenses. I think Napoli and Juve are they the top 2. But at this rate, if we continue defending like this, we'll catch up there. And yeah, it's crazy. We were I think 5 goals behind Atalanta, weren't we? Let me have a look at the table. I think we were 5 goals behind Atalanta, and we caught them up and took over in one game, which is crazy. Yeah, so Atalanta were on 39 goals before this game. In one game, we've caught them up and overtook them. Wow, now we are top scorers. So yeah, all the hipsters enjoying Atalanta for their attacking football, we are the top scorers. Without Ademola Lukman, best African player currently, without Matteo Retegui, without all those guys that they've got. We've got bloody, Arnautovic and Correa on the bench. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. I changed the picture. I changed the thumbnail. And that's with the game in hand. Exactly, Mattia. That's with the game in hand, guys. We are top scorers with the game in hand. So we could end up becoming even further top scorers. Crazy start here. Here's Armenian Interista with a little bit of, again, let's try not to focus on the negatives today, guys. I know you guys have a penchant, you got a habit sometimes of, even on a 6-0 win at the way at Lazio, you want to pick on some negatives, but Lauti, even with everyone feasting today, even he couldn't even get a shot today, it is disappointing to see that we're still not seeing. We're seeing flashes. Today I saw flashes of Lautaro, in terms of some of definitely not the first 30 minutes. We sucked in the first 30 minutes because not just Lautaro and Thuram both really sucked in the first 30 minutes. They couldn't hold a ball. They did not have any hold-up play. They didn't link up with anyone. We kept losing the ball when it came up to them, so we couldn't move up. But afterwards, both Thuram and Lautaro played a lot better. But Thuram was threatening, did shoot, did score. Lautaro, we didn't see that threatening. We did see no threat in the box. And it is still very worrying. And it almost seems like I'm kind of resigned to maybe this, some players will have off seasons. Top players have off seasons as well. And I'm just resigned to thinking this is the best we're going to get from Lautaro this season. That we just have to call the season off, let him regroup, recharge his batteries properly this summer. Maybe he can, try to return next season. But I think I just don't see that sharpness coming back. And now it's been weeks now that he's been playing regularly without injuries with Inter and Argentina. So that's maybe the only negative thing to talk about today. But hopefully, I hope not to see too many negative comments as I go on. Ahmad said you rarely get to see results like this in football nowadays, especially teams top 6. Exactly. Absolute madness. Limone is in another stratosphere. 100%, bro. Big up Strasbourg Steve. Make sure you guys check out his channel as well. He is a Lazio fan, unfortunately for him today. And yeah, they crumbled badly there today. I mean, if we take a look at kind of their lineup today, it was the surprise inclusion was Pedro, and I guess it didn't kind of work out. But, look at this. Their main guy, to watch out, their man in form this season, Nuno Tavares. He really kind of let them down, especially defensively today. Look at that dribble pass 3 times, lost 8 duels. That is awful for a defender. We know from his time, I watched him a lot when he was at Arsenal. That was always his weakness, and he showed that today. But in general, they were unlucky. Gila, their best centre back, I would say, got injured. Weird injury. No one even knows what actually happened to him. Came off in the 28th minute. Then Gigot came on. He got a handball. He gave us the penalty, and then he came off at halftime. I don't know if that was an injury or what happened there. So then he came off, and then they ended up with Marusic and Patrick at the end as centre backs, which that is not. I mean, it's not a stellar backline already there, but that's really, really poor centre back pairing to have Patrick and Marusic. So unlucky Lazio. But this is what I was saying, even in the build up to like the Fiorentina game, or sometimes playing a team that's in good form is almost sometimes a good thing. Like, you can bring them down to earth. You can humble the team. Like, I think Inter Fiorentina could have also ended up not like 6-0, but I think we would have done quite well against Fiorentina in that game if it ended up being played. Obviously, the Eduardo Bove thing happened. But, when teams are winning 7-8 games in a row, you saw Fiorentina actually lost the last game as well. Like, that streak has to end at some point. That form has to end at some point, because we all know there's a lot of overperformance going on. We know a lot of the Lazio players are good. Rovella is a good player. Guendouzi is a good player. Pedro still has quality, but, he's 38, 37 years old. Tavares, yeah, he's good, but he's not like, this a level that he's been showing now. So at some point, this overperformance has to end. And, I think the best team, I think we are the best team in the league, can show these types of teams their real level. No disrespect, of course, to Lazio, Fiorentina, these teams, but yeah, today we showed who's the boss in Italy, and if everything goes well, we should, in theory, be winning a back-to-back Scudetto. We are the best squad in Italy in terms of the build-up, the backups, the way we play, the coaching, the solidity, the mentality. We are the best team in Italy still. And we, in theory, on paper, we should be winning the Scudetto. But, sometimes we have seen, you don't win Scudettos on paper, for sure. We saw that when Milan won it and when Napoli won it. What did I see? Nick Hill says, yeah, it really is, especially if you, as I keep saying, if you watch the first 30 minutes of this game, it's crazy, the scoreline. You can't believe it. If imagine someone like had work, they watched like the first 25, 30 minutes, and they're like, oh, have to go to work, or maybe I'll catch up on the game tomorrow. That person would not believe that same Inter team, that same performance ended up winning this game 6-0. That is absolutely crazy. For the love of God, what was this? And then Nerazzurri says, Stefan Stein, great win after the first 30 minutes. Murder on the streets. Bobby Marley says, murder. Congrats to you guys. Hey, we've got Ian Kerr in the house. Well, that was huge. A message sent to the rest of Serie A. What a performance. Some of those goals, work of art. Yeah, Lazio literally withered away after the penalty, literally. So at the same time, I don't want to big up the Lazio performance. Wasn't anything crazy. They pressed us very well. We also played in their hands, as I said, Lautaro, Thuram not holding one ball. Even Dimarco tried to switch of play. Like, it just showed you like little things, like Dimarco tried to switch of play, completely mishit it. Bastoni's passing was off. Hakan was really looking bad. Midfield battle was being lost. It just, in general, shaky, nervous. Yeah, as Eduardo says, shaky, nervous, uncomfortable. And then Lazio did have quite a big chance, on the XG. I don't think it was that big of a chance, but actually, Rovella crosses in. For Lautaro, this is probably like a tap-in type of chance, because this is what Lautaro loves, these volleys. First-time volley. Noslin has this massive chance, and he completely mishits the ball. I think he tries to hit it with too much power and ends up hitting it into the ground and then straight into Sommer. But apart from that, I didn't create anything else. But in general, it was very much Lazio the first 25, 30 minutes. But that was really the only chance we can talk that, Lazio really had. They had, a couple of pop shots here and there from distance as well, decent ones, but nothing, dangerous. It was just kind of like, come on, Inter, like, what are you doing? Like, that's what it felt like. Those guys were sleepwalking on the pitch. I was really frustrated, especially, we rotated in the Champions League, and we had like 6 days to prepare for this game, because we played last week and now we're playing on the Monday, so we had so much time to prepare. So I thought, with the rotation done in the Champions League, it would be more fresher, would be more, raring to go at the beginning of the game. But actually, it was a really, really slow start. But we were like a diesel engine today after the penalty. And you need that bit of luck, don't you guys? You need a bit of luck, Massimo. Inter created nothing. I think this literally was our first shot, not even just on target, like our first shot from a corner. Dumfries dominating in the air as he always does, winning the ball. And as I said, Gigot, who was the centre-back who came in as a substitute, clear handball. Unlucky of him, he's just trying to jump, but, what the hell are your arms doing that far wide? And then initially it wasn't actually, so the Stefan de Vrij actually scored from this action, after a few rebounds and some, weird moves. Initially, I think it was called off because Lautaro was offside, and maybe it was a foul on Gigot. I think he didn't kick him like hard, but he kind of like, brushed him with his foot on his face as Gigot was hitting it with his head. So initially it was I think it was called off, the goal for De Vrij, which actually would have been funny, De Vrij scoring against Lazio, because he still gets booed at the Lazio way, after all these years. How many years it's been? 2018, 6 years it's been since that game, when we beat Lazio, and obviously, Interisti from that era will remember De Vrij gave away the penalty on Icardi in the game, the crucial game for Inter to get into the Champions League. It was either Lazio, Inter, and then De Vrij was going to move to Inter. Obviously, it's literally the season afterwards. The next game for De Vrij was going to be in an Inter shirt. And they're still salty about that, which I don't blame them. I would still be salty on De Vrij, because I do subscribe to the belief that De Vrij, like, this guy was gonna, if Lazio won that game, he already signed his pre-contract with Inter, so he was not gonna play. He was gonna play Europa League football. So I do understand, Lazio fans that are still salty about that. But anyway, De Vrij scores, goal is cancelled, but then we see on the replay that it was a clear handball. And then Hakan, what did you guys think of Hakan when he came up to this penalty? He looked a bit nervous, because obviously the last penalty he took, he missed, as we know, the Napoli one, very crucial one that maybe cost us 3 points, or cost us 2 points because we drew that game. And the fact that he kind of went in the middle, but it wasn't even that struck that cleanly in terms of, it's in the middle, but slightly off center. But I think he's got, like, maybe he just needed that one penalty now to kind of get it out of his head. Sometimes, you miss one, especially after the streak. He had a crazy streak. You might end up missing one and you miss the other one. I remember what happened to Jorginho with Italy. But I'm happy for Hakan that he stepped up. Big moment, as he always does. Took his time, deep breath, straight down the middle, past Provedel. Really, really happy for Hakan. And after that, it was a completely different Inter, completely different Lazio. Lazio crumbled. Inter just took off like a rocket. Demone needed a blood sacrifice before Christmas. Yeah, we literally put Lazio to the slaughter, a lamb to the slaughter. Lazio were today for Demone's Inter. Oh, bro, Adam, you have to go back and watch Barella's goal, man. You have to. That guy Barella, man. He has like a goal of the season competition with himself. Like, when you watch Barella's goal collection, and just this season as well, like the one he scored, the last one with that Mkhitaryan pass, goes past the defender, scores, and then the Atalanta one. He's only scored the 3 this season, but all 3, as usual with Barella, really, really good. The VAR decision rocked them, Tommy says, coupled with that with the injuries, they never stood a chance. Yeah. So, yeah, we could say that it's Inter got a little bit lucky in terms of some situations. As, Tommy says, the bit of a lucky penalty, kind of undeserved, really. This is what I said at the 2-0, 2-0. This is so undeserved. Like, I just felt like everything happened against the run of play after that penalty. It was just like everything went Inter's way. Like, even the XG today, I think we barely created just over 2 XG, if I'm correct. Yeah, I'm actually spot on. 2.13 XG today. That's all integrated, and we've got 6 goals from it. Like, so much XG over performance, which this season a lot of times we've seen this team maybe not take the chances that we should have. But this was an amazing goal as well. This 2-0 one, beautiful play. Dumfries to Dimarco, wing back to wing back. Boom. Dimarco first time finish. Not great goalkeeping by Provedel here, but regardless, really, really good. Really, really good goal. I really enjoyed this goal. Wing back to wing back. Dumfries linking up with Dimarco. And of course, Dimarco continues his run, his consistency. Maybe he wasn't the best player on the pitch today, but he continues to provide goals and assists. Today, I think he had a goal and an assist, didn't he? I just double check that. Yeah, goal and assist today. On FOTMob, actually, he was given man of the match. But to me, has been player of the season until now. Easily. King Dimarco, one of our own. One of us. Yeah, if Lauti, as Massimo says, if Lauti would have scored today, it would have been the perfect night. But yeah, he was much improved, just like the rest of Inter were after the 30th minute. This was Dumfries' best performance at Inter. No, I think I've seen better performances from Dumfries, but he definitely was one of the best on the pitch today. One of the best on the pitch today. Got to do a poll for man of the match. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the. Oh, it's just I have to go like on YouTube to do that. 1 second. I have to go into the. Well, let's just do it by comments, guys. You guys just comment who is the man of the match. Sorry, it's just because I have to like log into the YouTube. Like I have to go into the back end to create the poll. But you know, we can tell who won by comments as well. So let's have a look at Dumfries' performance, man. Fresh off his contract with Newell, of course, a couple of weeks back. 1 goal, 1 assist, 3 shots. Nothing to scream about passing percentage wise, but he was solid today. He showed, when Nuno Tavares comes out, comes against real, wing backs, full backs. This is the this is not Emerson Royale or Davide Calabria or Giovanni Di Lorenzo. This we're talking about the Netherlands' best right here. 2 out of 2 crosses, 1 out of 1 long balls. Surprised he didn't. Felt like he was involved in a lot more tackles. 6 duels won. Look at that, 3. This is the thing with Dumfries. In the end, he did score from it as well, but he always he dominates in the air. I feel like he should be getting more goals with his head, to be honest, or even doing better in some positions when he gets in those positions. But yeah, Adam probably isn't one of the better ones, but I feel like I've seen even better than this from Dumfries. He has shown me even better than this. I think today they're just, after Lazio crumbled, Nuno Tavares really crumbled in front of him today. It almost seemed like, Nuno Tavares kind of just like bowed down to the supremacy of Dumfries today. Inzaghi showed some that would have been killer for like Lazio fans. The fact that either De Vrij scored or one of the ex-Lazio players scored, which took Correa as one of them. That would have been just like insult to injury. Tennis score, as Terry says. Yeah, crazy. Into destroying, Fusion God said. We always end these fake title contenders. Yeah, exactly. There was talks of it. I mean, quite rightly. Why not? They're in that form. You give, the credit to Lazio. Are they title contenders? Maybe. But that's what I was saying. With Atalanta, we've seen now, like, okay, maybe they are the real deal. Fiorentina are the real deal? Probably not. They lost the last game. Lazio are the real deal? Now we know they're not. Napoli, they're still kind of, hanging on. And I think, that's the Conte effect. But we saw today with Napoli as well, guys. Big news for Napoli. Buongiorno, of course, their best centre-back, maybe the best centre-back in Serie A alongside Bastoni and Bremer. It's funny, actually, how the 3 best centre-backs in Serie A all start with a B. Bastoni, Bremer, and Buongiorno. But shout out to De Vrij, by the way he's performing this season. Shout out to him. But yeah, Buongiorno is out for a few weeks. He's going to miss, I think, at least 4 matches from what I've seen, maybe even more than that. So this could also be the moment today, Napoli's training today. I think he's got a rib injury, if I read correctly. This could be a game changer for Napoli's, challenge as well. So we'll see who are the contenders and who are the pretenders. There he is, Adam as well. He read my mind. Incredible extended contract. Acerbi leave. That is something that we have to talk about, to be honest. Yeah, because Acerbi's contract was renewed. We saw that in the Inter's financial statement, whereas De Vrij's was not renewed, and his one is expiring at the end of the season. But due to age, due to Acerbi's injuries, and I definitely can't keep both of them now anymore. Like, you got to cut the cord at some point. I think it might be, these last few weeks have maybe moved De Vrij over Acerbi, not in terms of ability or saying who's the best centre-back, but just, he's more reliable physically at the moment. Because Acerbi at 36, he keeps getting injured. He's got a setback in his injury. He was supposed to be back for this game for Lazio against his old team, but he wasn't. So it's worrying. So yeah, I probably agree with Adam now. I think we've seen enough that maybe De Vrij is the one that should stay, and then they have the option to cancel Acerbi's contract. I think they said 500k to cancel the contract. I think Darmian's and Mkhitaryan is the same option. They paid them off like 500k to cancel the contract, and I think it might be worth doing that. Denzel today, yeah, Tommy, of course, is Denzel FC. That's his element, pace and power. Yeah, the fact that he won the pace and power, like Nuno Tavares is pace and power. Like he is, quintessential P&P, pace and power. That's Nuno Tavares' game. The fact that he won the pace and power game against a pace and power player makes this performance just that little bit sweeter. Like, he showed him levels like, you've been doing well. 8 assists. He's a top assister in Serie A, but I'm showing you levels today. I'm showing you levels. Anthony gonna enjoy some quality biryani and butter chicken. Yeah, that guy is gonna be eating good. He's gonna be eating real good. He's gonna have real Indian food. I wonder if he's had real Indian food. I know he's married to a girl with Indian descent, an Indian family, but I don't know if he's had real Indian food. So his taste buds are gonna wake up for sure over the next few weeks. Imagine what we would be if Lautaro would score. Well, we would be 7-0. It would be even better, wouldn't it, Marcelo? Barella is the best midfielder. And well, when he plays like this, definitely he's up there. He's definitely up there when he plays like this. I know there are rivals right now, but big up my guy, Lukman, Africa's finest. Yeah, of course, Tommy, I always appreciate the fact that, of course, you, as a Niger boy, gotta big up the Niger boys. And credit to you. And yeah, credit to them. I have no hate towards Atalanta. I always say, even though I dislike Gasperini, I have so much respect for him. I rate him so highly as a coach, what he's done over the years. And the Ilicic, Papu Gomez, Muriel, Atalanta, one of my favorite Serie A teams of all time. I used to enjoy watching the Atalanta team so much. And this Atalanta team is giving those vibes, with Lukman, Retegui, Samardzic, De Ketelaar, shout out to them. But hopefully we show them levels like we did. We showed those guys levels at the beginning of the season, didn't we? 4-0. We smashed them at home. So hopefully we show them levels when we go to their stadium in the second half of the season. And yeah, this is why I never this season I've been against a lot of you guys who have criticized Inzaghi's rotation. I have not once criticized Inzaghi's rotation because this is what it's for, to keep the squad fresh, to keep these guys ready, to keep our pressure going in the Serie A, and just to do the job, because he is doing I know the Leverkusen game was a bad awful performance, but we are right where we wanted to be in Champions League. If you told me this is where we would be at the beginning of the Champions League, I would take this. I budgeted for a loss between Arsenal and Leverkusen. It ended up being the Leverkusen one. To me, we're right exactly where we wanted to be in Champions League. Realistically, you're not going to win every single game, especially with the rotation. And in Serie A, as again, we keep saying, maybe it's the Milan game, but again, that streak had to end. Maybe it could have been a draw, but you can't win every single Milan derby, so we had to end that at some point. And then the Monza one, especially how bad Monza have been this year, that's the draw that hurts, really. But apart from that, you can't win every game, guys. You can't win every game. So Inzaghi, the rotation, and now we're seeing, remember a few months ago, we've been saying, like, when we get to January, February, March, then we'll get to the answer of the question: did they overcook the preseason training? The famous preseason training that we talked about for weeks, that has been more intense. They've done more work, more heavy work to prepare for the long season with the Club World Cup at the end. We've had more injuries. We've been saying, like, did they overcook it? Did they overdo it? Too many injuries. Team still looks unfit. But now, I think the last few weeks, we've seen Inter looking a bit fresher, looking fitter, looking sharper. Maybe, as I said, the best teams come into their own January, February, March. That's the crucial time for teams. Man City, when they were at the best, they would coast through, up until January, ask Premier League teams, and then afterwards, Premier League won. Allegri's Juve, they used to do that. They look like, pretty like ordinary up until, November, December, and then, when the crunch time comes, Champions League final, there, Scudetto won by 10 plus points. So let's wait to judge those decisions that were made at the beginning of the season when it comes to the training and everything. But at the moment, I'm starting to see a better Inter. Denzel, Dimarco, Mickey, Barella, the Magic Five. Yeah. Everyone, the big players today stepped up after the first half hour. Yeah, no. As I said, Lautaro to me was good today. He was good in the second half. But I think everyone stepped up in the second half. But he was good. Lautaro. Soccer players need 10 months ready. Oh, brother. Uncle John was going with Mo always takes a bro. You don't you know about Mo? Mo, of course, we love Mo. Footy Judge Mo. Make sure you check him out. But he's a Lautaro hater, bro, or not a Lautaro appreciator. Maybe not a hater. Like that's always been Mo's agenda. I don't know if you. I'm sure you known him for a while. Yeah. Like you watched his videos. He's always been. He's the day that Lautaro renewed. That was the biggest loss, his biggest L for Mo. That guy really does not like Lautaro. There is Ian. Napoli announced Buongiorno's picked up a vertebrae injury. Oh, vertebrae, so it's even worse. I thought it was rib, so it's a back injury, is it? That's potentially even worse then. Nice. Tommy just had a huge argument with my boys about some of our players that backed up my talk. Yes, we love it when that happens, isn't it? Especially if those guys were Prem-tards. Looking like February should us and Fiorentina qualify automatically in our respective competitions. Yes. Love your channel. Thank you for making these videos. Thank you. But please change your YouTube name because I'm not going to say that name. That is just silly. Just woke up. My eyes are still blurry. 0-0 in the video clip on X on Hakan score 89 minute, bro. Make sure you go watch this game back. Mohammed says he looked nervous when he talked about Hakan and down the middle showed it. He should not make a deal out of his pen record the way he did post Arsenal. And yeah, he did. I feel like he did add himself some pressure. I think it was just cramps to Dimarco. What we need to worry about is the Barella one. I don't know if you guys have heard anything or read anything about the Barella's injury, because I don't really know what happened there with Barella when he came off. So if you guys know anything more about that, let me know. Benveto, here he is. A couple of streams back, this guy was going crazy with the donations. Amazing support always from this guy. And now Saudi have also won the World Cup, brother. So 2034, you will be seeing me in the Saudi Arabia, hopefully. But thank you as always, my brother. Thank you for all those gifted memberships. Let's see who has won those memberships. And let's finish up. As I said today, I can't stay on for long, guys. Unfortunately, sorry. Man of the match. It looks like Dumfries is winning. Tambir has given De Vrij a shout. That's pretty good. Dimarco from Bobby Marley or Denzel. Dimash, Denzel. Huyan in the house. Yeah, Dumfries. Yeah, let's give it to Denzel, man of the match. I think he was really solid. I really did enjoy it. And the fact that he showed levels to Nuno Tavares, the fact that like this Inter team showed, overperforming Lazio levels. Nuno Tavares probably is the image of that, kind of bit of overperformance, and Dumfries showing him levels like, I'm the dog. I'm the real OG when it comes to this fullback wingback game. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, let me just quickly show what some of the other goals that we missed out. Yeah, I did make sure to take this screenshot of Lautaro. Speaking of Lautaro, 45th minute, the move for the second goal starts from Lautaro in midfield. Like, this is what we were missing in the first half when I was saying Lautaro to Thuram not holding one ball. Hey, David, good to see you, brother. Gotta get you on the channel back soon. But this is this team, it only functions when the strikers are holding the ball, Limone ball, the midfield, the centre backs. Yeah, but when you have two strikers, the 3-5-2, you have to have the two strikers performing, or at least one of the two strikers. Here, Lautaro, nice hold up play, then passes it into, I think, Barella, and then it ends up with I think Hakan or Barella passes it to Dumfries in the middle to Dimarco, and he scores. Barella, nothing needs to be said here. One of the goals of the season. Nico, che giocatore. Che bel giocatore, ragazzi. And then here, Dumfries. Does this not remind you of Dumfries versus Roma from Inzaghi's first season? Oh, Michael Talks Football in the house as well. What's up, brother? And yeah, shouts out to Juve Cornercast as well. Make sure you check out Michael Talks Football for sure and Juve Cornercast. But Mikey makes great all-round content for calcio, football, everything. But yeah, look at, again, as I said, Denzel showing Nuno Tavares levels. Bastoni, beautiful floated ball into the space, and Denzel. I didn't take the screenshot at the right point because his jump's actually even higher than this. He proper, like, he's almost completely above Nuno Tavares here. That's Denzel's athleticism, power, and also good finishing. The fact that he scored. It wasn't like he's in the 6-yard box when he scores. He's got a bit of distance to the goal. Really, really good goal. Reminded me of that Roma goal from 3 years ago. Also, it looks like Rosemary was a beneficiary of the new the gifted memberships. George Cordero, what's up, brother? He's also beneficiary. Good to see. Since the international break, Atalanta and Inter have leveled up in performances. Yeah, 100%. We'll just need to see which out of the two. Is it Atalanta Inter race, or are you still? I'm still putting Napoli in there. I can't ever count out Conte on one game a week. But without Buongiorno now, we might have to. Need to watch the replay. 100%, Jono. 100%. You have to go back and watch this Inter game after the 30 minutes. As I said, skip past 30 minutes. Yeah, Mo is but he's not like he owns it. He's a very vocal and well-known Lautaro hater, and when we love him for it. Contractor, the other thing was, oh no. So he's got potentially is a hamstring. Adductor is hamstring, right? Damn it. Hey, Doug, look at this. Everyone's coming through today. Dugout Football Channel. Make sure you guys check him out. Look at that. He's not even an Inter fan, guys. This guy, Doug, Scottish boy, Liverpool fan, member for 22 months. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy. I have to repay back the favor if you have channel memberships going. 6-0, unbelievable result. Mane in January. Nah, I don't believe those rumors for sure. No, I don't believe those rumors for sure. Sorry, Huyan. You should have replied to my message earlier. I wanted to get you on, but I need to leave right now. You should have replied to my Twitter message. I did want to get you on, but let's do a link up. Let's link up, bro. Because I always enjoy having you on, and you are the Dumfries FC president, and we need some Dumfries FC representation for sure on the channel. So I'll get you on for sure. I promise. Our squad want to win every trophy versus Napoli who exited Coppa on purpose. But yeah, we know that's Conte, right? We know. And that's the level, that Inter have now reached. Like, we're not just happy with just going for a Scudetto like we were last year. We know last year was just obsession with Scudetto. This year, as we know, even the squad, the players have been saying, like, they would want a Champions League final over a guaranteed Scudetto. Like, they've answered that question outright, saying, I want a Champions League final. Barella, Dumfries, Bastoni, and I'm sure is squad wide. That shows you the level of this Inter team, that the mentality they want to try to win everything. He will need to scan to know the degree. That's the only negative, really. There's no other negatives to talk about. That is the only negative. Barella's injury. We gotta pray. We've got such a busy period coming up, guys. That's what I'm gonna end it on. We really, really need to. We can't lose Barella for too long. Yes, we do have good substitutes in terms of, Zielinski will have to step up. Frattesi will have to step up again. Coppa Italia will rotate the team. I want to see Buchanan. I want to see Thomas Palacios. I want to see Josep Martinez. That doesn't matter. Inter Como at home. Yeah, Frattesi, Zielinski might have to step in. Cagliari 5 days later. Then the Supercoppa. Don't forget, so Supercoppa, if we beat Atalanta, then there will be another game that you can't see right here in January. January is going to be absolutely crazy. So hopefully we don't lose Barella before, or he returns before this crazy January period. We really, really can't lose Nico Barella before or during that period. And then also the Champions League will return as well in January. And yeah, after this now, you guys can go and watch the highlights of this game as they have been uploaded. Thank you, and kept letting the people know. Thank you, everyone that tuned in. Denzel King Dumfries is the man of the match. Oh yeah, just to show you Augusto's goal. Credit to Augusto. He won the ball actually initially when this move started. Dimarco passes it to him. Lovely finish past Providel here. And then Thuram, lovely Mkhitaryan assist. Goes past a player, hits a near post, makes it 6-0, wraps it up. Thank you, everyone, that tuned in. Matthias has a great show. It was a great show by Inter. I hope you guys enjoyed this post-match reaction. I'll see you for the Coppa Italia game because, you know, we are still interested in the Coppa Italia games. I wouldn't mind a little Coppa Italia this season if we can, you know, little cherry on the top Coppa Italia trophy. But of course, it's definitely not the trophy. Scudetto, Champions League, Coppa Italia for me. But anyway, smash that button, like button. See you on the next one. Ciao ragazzi, Forza Inter. Respect us. We are the champions of Italy.